Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rugby TV. Nice to have you with us. In a moment or so, we're going to be taking a look at the match between Uni Mill and UWC. Of course, massive thanks to Fernando Favios that was out there in the Helderberg region, who's been sending us the footage of the games in the Helderberg space. And of course, that was the All Saints versus CPUT game. So, and to Nolene Oosthuizen at Milnerton, Uni Mill, also for making arrangements to send us the footage. It was a big game then, Uni Mill against UWC this weekend. We go take a look at some of the first and second half highlights. Well, it's been a long time since we've seen our fields this waterlogged, and Jerome, well, okay. I know everybody wants to talk about the weather, but halftime score there, UWC 17-10. UWC leading 17 points to 10 at halftime against Uni Mill. UWC look like they've got the upper hand.
Yeah, look, the game you could see there, like, we talk about the weather, but the way we saw, I mean, the tries that the guys were scoring, it seems like it was a dry day in a perfect field. The way they handled, the way they were running, both teams, and so it's pretty even. But I mean, we all know you don't go to Uni Mill and just go take points there. So would be interesting to see what happened in the second half. But well done for the students to go there and, I mean, actually lead in the first half. Yeah,
cracker of a game. What do you on that point though? The weather conditions. What do you make of that?
Yeah, look, like I say, it looked like both teams were handling, both teams were running.
Yeah.
The field didn't look. It seems like it rains because there was just water on the
outside.
On the outside, so the field looked dry.
Yeah. Let's take a look now, folks. Second half, UWC, or at least Uni Mill, with home ground advantage against UWC. right, final score then, of course, in favour of Uni Mill, 41 points to 20. Let's quickly take a look at the results in Super League A. There you see it was a win then for Uni Mill, 41 points to 20, and Durban with a win over False Bay, 29-20. Jerome, your thoughts then on the UWC Uni Mill game? Final result?
No, you could see Ismail Dolly, the coach of Uni Mill, he was spot on with his halftime talk, because Uni Mill has a big pack of forwards.
Yeah.
And we saw that pushover try that they scored there. So they just kept it a bit tighter against the students, not to open up too much and play in the right part of the field. So you can see the change that they make, and that's why they got their 20 points in the second half.
All right. The other result, of course, in Super League A, Durban beating False Bay this weekend. Durban home ground advantage, 29 points to 20. What do you make of that?
Yeah, look, I mean, 9 points into a game, and as we say, False Bay is catching up. They didn't start well. So I think they would be happy. I suppose they would want to point out of the game, but I think they would be happy with that result against Durban in Durbanville. It's tough.
Yeah. Well, we are going to take a look at the logs in Super League A a little bit later, folks. And when we come back from the break, it was, of course, a first for Western Province Rugby, where it was the draft, which saw the players, the contracted players, getting drawn to the various clubs in Western Province Rugby. This is a first. We're going to speak to Jerome about that after the break. Of course, as you know, every week we go down to MChem 24-hour pharmacy. MChem is, of course, on the corner of N1 and Durban Road. And in this weather, certainly with the winter weather, you'll be wondering whether or not you should get yourself a flu vaccination. Well, MChem 24-hour pharmacy have, of course, got qualified nursing sisters on duty 24/7. You can go down there at any time of the day and just go and get some good advice. Remember, of course, at MChem there's multiple zones. There's the upstairs section with the coffee shop and the spa upstairs also. We can get your manicures and your pedicures. Jerome, you might want to take a look at that. And then, of course, downstairs there's the orthopedic and surgical zone, also with qualified nursing sisters. Then there's the health zone and, of course, the various dispensaries. Now, MChem is, of course, open, as I said, 24/7, where you can get some of the best advice. And make sure that you do speak to somebody with the best, that can give you the best advice. But I think, folks, the thing that jumps out also for us at MChem is that they're always available. They're always there for you with great products. And if they don't have a product, they will find it for you. But always someone there to look after you from the time that you walk in. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll carry on talking about club rugby. Back in a sec.